Perlita, Bernard, and your team there, it's kind of shitty that you guys always got to abuse the Navy or the police officers and get them to do your work for you. So I got an idea for the Navy and the police officers, FBI, CIA, NSA, and tech companies, right? Let's do a little bit different type of firing squad. So go out and collect them. Collect Tom Surson, Jim Riley, Joe Zillick, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, The Intilliman, GPS Pestle Robo Rapist Knight, The Small Fried Little Knight. He wants to play sniper, and Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, and the All American, and the Elleries. And I mean they haven't learned their lesson yet. They get off on it, and so Doug King too, and Morgans and Steve Jones and their friends, right? And then go grab them and put them line them up on the ship there, on the aircraft carrier, on the Nimitz. And instead of having a sniper do it, a special forces person do it, give one of them the sniper rifle. And as I'm walking down the sidewalk, because if your Bitted Kid story is so true, Karen, Don, if you guys believe it that much to make you, it's going to make you beautiful once I'm eliminated, that everything's going to be happy and good again. Gather everybody up, gather Steve. It's funny too, Bernard sounds more like Steve too. So Bernard copies Aaron and Steve, Faust and Aaron Freeman. But, gather them all up, the family and their friends, line them all up on the ship there so they can watch. Give one of them the sniper rifle and have them take me out as I'm walking. But it has to be during where everybody can see it while I'm walking down the sidewalk. Then show them, gather them up, and have them observe how it affects society after they do that. Because Bernard, since you and Perlita are lying, Britches and all them are rapists and pedophiles and lying, now, not only have I supposedly killed Kim, but supposedly I took 2 children too. Man, the story you've told, Perlita, and told everybody, I mean, I shit you not. I have to be Superman to be able to do all the things all that crime that you claim that I've done that I've never done. And since I know you're lying, Perlita and Bernard and Harry and Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, pedophilia, Teen Cowboy Country and Western and Ghetto Lifer, Red Randy and Hillbilly Squad Julie. Oh yeah, go gather them up, put them all in a row, all of Bernard LaChance's friends and his carnies, and have them assassinate me in public, so they get to see that of a friend and how it affects people, right? Then, instead of having, come on, Perlita, give your military an order. You're the dictatorship, Mrs. Perlita, and then also the Negro's little lying sex story, right? Get them all together, Karen and all of her friends, and line them up so they can watch the assassination and then see how it affects, so they get their Google back or whatever, because they're fighting over the computer still. Get them all lined up, and then I'll be gone, and then give them control. And then guess what, Bernard LaChance of lies, Perlita, Dave, Elleries, and your team there, Karen. Then guess what happens to you? The military, the police, instead of having them do the work for you, Perlita, they get to control you. Bernard, Perlita, the military, the Air Force, the amphibious base man. He thinks it's funny to do it, the cracker man. I mean, for people who supposedly didn't commit murder, you guys sure seem to line it up every time that way there, Oyster Cracker Man, Perlita, and Bernard LaChance. So you guys are, if you're going to torture people's faces and eyes and go through all that, Bernard, and lie, you might as well finish the job. And that's what I told you, Robo Rapist Night, finish the job. If you're such the big bulldog, do it. And so everybody can see how you deliver your supposed justice, but you won't get closure, Perlita and Dave and Robo Knight, because I didn't do it. And you won't get real justice. But I want you to show people through your massive dominance of racism, Mr. Menard and George Fowler and Perlita Fat Quinwan of your Bitted Circle and George the Indian Woman and all that, and Episcopal Church man. Get your little story all together and make your boxes worth of shit worthwhile. Bald East Coast Negro and Freddie from Texas, so everybody knows whose pocket you're in. And then, like I said, the group of you won't ever get any real closure or justice because you're liars. and then the world could see, and then they'll give you your special little Google or whatever it is, Perlita, you're crybabying over. Like I said, you guys are lining up to do assassinations of Hiltons, Bowmans, and Kennedys, and Rothschilds, and me. I mean, you know, shit. Then everybody will know. And then, Perlita, as you rule the earth with Bernard and the Carneys and that team of Colorado, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street, and all that, as you stalk around, then the military, the police officers, firefighters, Dr. CIA, FBI, NSA, all them, NASA, Lockheed, and all them, get to control the group of you people for the rest of your pitiful existence on Earth. How's that? And your cults and all that. So what was the point of your whole little deal there, Perlita? Dave, Robo Knight, none. Because you're rapists, pedophiles, murderers, and thieves anyway. But instead of cowering out and being a pussy little LGBT Perlita, little wannabe raver fatty girl, spoiled Michigani crybaby, I want a computer now, crying to my mommy and shit, so you have pieces and parts to your little supposed outlaw investigation and shit. So make her the important, make this military, you know, world, United States, make them the supposed lawgivers and, you know, divine beings that they supposedly think they are. And have them take me out on the sidewalk there where everybody could see it and see how it affects the world. And maybe that's all it needs. You might drive-by shootings, you know. Just get it going so Harry and them were always right. And then from there on out, though, Perlita, what, I mean, if you're going to go to this extent in Indy and fade out, Bernard, and talk shit forever and copy my little brother because you guys stole his shit and then Aaron's shit and then my shit or whatever and my dad's stuff and all that and screwed over Beswicks and all that, Bernard. Show the big man that you are so you can put your PP again where it doesn't belong, the group of you guys, and so you guys can then reinfect afterwards. So military gets to control you now, though, Perlita. They get to control everything you do in your group for the rest of your pitiful existence on the earth. And then they'll watch Bernard and all them fuck again and reinfect again. So if they didn't learn the lesson the last time, Navy and military, they won't, you know. So be sure this is what you want, Perlita, because they might do it for the Robo Rapist Knight. But you'll still be a coward, whispering fag, Robo Knight and Dave, and the computer system that you stole from me and my friends and all that. Just so you know. Your justice, your hillbilly justice of wrong. But you won't get closure because I never killed Kim, never had sex with her, or Bailey, or, you know, kidnapped, killed children, raped girls. And make sure you get the Negroes in there too for the ghetto style shit, Navy. So they do their drive-by shooting with, you know. But from there on out, Perlita, you can't have the military or cops do the dirty work for you. They get to control you and your regime and the FBI, NSA, and the tech companies. Just so you know. Okay? Bernardo LaFag LaChance, comment on LaFreeman of a fag. And then your bitted fats will still probably shove food in their mouth in the Episcopal Church. Life will go back to normal, but you'll still be the dumb fucks of the earth.